Retirement. The word itself can feel like a million miles away, especially when you're young or caught up in today's bills, rent, and unexpected expenses. But here's the thing. A comfortable retirement doesn't just happen. It's something you build. For a few years now, I've been looking for the simplest retirement plan that will enable me to retire comfortably. And this year, I was able to find the simplest, most powerful way to build it, the 4-3-2 rule of retirement. In this video, I want to take you through this rule so you can see not just how it works, but why it might be a guide to help you build a retirement plan that feels within reach, that fits you, and that actually works. Because let's face it, who doesn't want the peace of mind that comes with financial freedom in retirement? All right, let's start with the 4, which stands for the 4% withdrawal rate. This is a guideline many experts use to determine a safe amount to withdraw from retirement savings each year without running out of money. So if you've saved up $1 million, the idea is that you could withdraw 4% of that, $40,000 a year, and still have your savings last. Why does this work? And why 4%? Well, over time, a properly invested retirement fund has the potential to grow enough to keep up with inflation even after withdrawals, ideally not run out over 30 years, especially if you've got it in something like a diversified investment like the index fund. For instance, think about inflation and how the costs of things keep on rising. This 4% rule helps cover those increases. For example, if groceries cost double 10 years from now, this rule accounts for that by assuming your investments will also grow over time. It's about staying prepared for the future. But here's the kicker. If the idea of sticking to 4% feels stressful, it's a wake-up call to either save more or explore income sources we'll touch on in a bit. Your lifestyle, health, and how long you anticipate living all factor in here, and that's where personalization and planning are critical. Why does the 4% rule matter so much? Because overspending is easy when you're no longer earning actively. Think about it. Retirement should be your time to relax, not to watch every penny nervously. Following a structured withdrawal rate helps you keep control and ensure that your retirement savings are lasting as long as they need to. You want that balance, enough to live on without overextending. It's about setting yourself up with peace of mind so you're not just scraping by, or worse, finding yourself in financial trouble after a lifetime of working. Now, let's talk about what I think is the backbone of this rule: having 3 income sources in retirement. So, why 3? If retirement sounds scary, it's often because people think, what if one income source dries up? The answer here is diversity. You don't want to rely on just one source of income when you stop working, as it is risky, especially if life throws a curveball. Most people traditionally think of Social Security or a pension, but that's only one leg of the stool. To build a strong retirement, you need to create at least 3 sources of income. First up, the basics: tax-advantaged accounts, Social Security, or a pension, if you're lucky enough to have one or two. These sources provide a stable baseline, but they're usually not enough to cover everything. Social Security can act as a foundation, but it's rarely enough on its own. If you are from the U.S., this is also where you could have your Roth IRA or a 401k tax-advantaged retirement account, which are the heavy lifters of your retirement plan, fueled by years of consistent contributions and compounding growth. They are only as effective as the effort you put in during your working years. Are you maxing out contributions? Are you taking advantage of employer matches? These small steps can lead to huge payoffs later. Your second source could be investments, such as dividends from stocks, interest from bonds, or even rental income. Investment income is the money that works for you, as you've probably heard before, and this is where you can draw from those returns in a consistent way without touching the principal too much. The third source is often overlooked, which is part-time work or a side income. Now I get it. The idea of working in retirement might not sound appealing, but it doesn't have to be grueling work. This could mean consulting, turning a hobby into an income stream, or finding flexible work that you actually enjoy. This is your buffer, a little something that helps fill the gaps, especially in those early retirement years when you're healthy and active. Also, many retirees find that a small income-generating hobby keeps them active, engaged, and mentally sharp. The beauty of three income streams is that if one dries up or doesn't perform as expected, you're still covered. It's like having a financial backup plan built right into your retirement. Finally, the two in the rule refers to having two big goals in retirement. And these aren't just any goals, they're your two primary retirement goals. Why two? Because in retirement planning, clarity is everything. When you have a clear focus, your planning has a purpose. After all, retirement isn't just about money, it's about enjoying the life you've worked so hard to build. The first goal might be financial. This means being able to cover all the essentials: housing, food, transportation, having a specific amount set aside for health care, or hitting a certain savings target, or even ensuring you can afford travel. Whatever it is, get clear about it now so you can work toward it with intention. The second goal could be about your lifestyle. Do you want to travel more, start a new hobby, volunteer, or maybe even move closer to family? Setting a lifestyle goal brings excitement and a sense of purpose. So you're not just looking at a bank balance, but the financial freedom that comes with it. These goals are what make retirement worth working for. They're the why behind all the saving, investing, and planning. When the going gets tough, it's not just about numbers in the bank account. It's about knowing that one day those numbers will let you live the life you want. The best part about the 4-3-2 rule is how adaptable it is. You don't need to be a millionaire to use it. Even if you're starting small, this framework gives you a clear direction. If you're young and just starting out, focus on building those savings and setting up multiple income streams. If you're closer to retirement, work on fine-tuning your withdrawal rate, keeping yourself active by monetizing your hobbies and clarifying your two big goals. At the heart of it, the 4-3-2 rule is about giving yourself freedom, the freedom to enjoy your retirement without stress, without fear, and without regret. And that freedom starts today. When you look at this rule as a whole, you see a structure designed to support your well-being, both financially and emotionally. The 4-3-2 rule isn't just about making sure you don't run out of money, it's about creating a retirement you actually enjoy, ensuring that when you reach retirement, you're ready for it, not scrambling to make ends meet. You're setting yourself up with a safety net, freedom, and a little bit of flexibility, so you're not just surviving, you're thriving. In the end, retirement isn't something you should fear or delay thinking about. It's something to approach with excitement because when you plan right, you give yourself the power to enjoy this phase of life. So, whether you're in your 20s, 30s, 40s, or beyond, there's no better time to start than now.